Introduction to Software Engineering. In this video, we'll explore what software engineering really means, why it's important, and the foundations that guide every software project. Whether you're a budding developer or someone curious about the field, this chapter will set the stage for everything that follows. Let's dive in. By the end of this chapter, you'll be able to define software engineering and understand its guiding principles, explain the software crisis and why the discipline emerged, describe major software process models such as waterfall, agile, and spiral, identify common roles within a software development team, appreciate why quality, maintainability, and teamwork are essential in every software project. So, what exactly is software engineering? According to the IEEE, software engineering is the application of a systematic, disciplined, quantifiable approach to the development, operation, and maintenance of software. In other words, it treats software development like an engineering discipline, emphasizing planning, measurement, and quality control. Three key terms stand out: systematic, following defined processes and steps, rather than coding ad hoc; disciplined, relying on best practices, standards, and guidelines; quantifiable, using metrics to measure progress and quality, such as defect counts or test coverage. This approach helps teams deliver reliable, maintainable, and efficient software that meets user needs. To understand why software engineering emerged, we must travel back to the 1960s. Early computers, huge, room-sized machines, were programmed in assembly language. As hardware improved, programmers wrote more ambitious applications. But by the mid-1960s, teams struggled to deliver large-scale software on time, within budget, and without defects. This phenomenon became known as the software crisis. At the 1968 NATO Conference on Software Engineering, experts highlighted problems like projects running years behind schedule, unpredictable cost overruns, software riddled with bugs and unreliability, difficulty changing or maintaining existing code. In response, the term software engineering was coined to apply engineering rigor to software development, aiming to prevent that crisis from recurring. What does software engineering aim to achieve? Four primary goals: product quality. The software should be correct, reliable, and defect-free. Measures include low defect density, high test coverage, and user satisfaction. Maintainability. Over the software's lifespan, it must be easy to modify, enhance, and fix. Code that's well structured, documented, and modular supports maintainability. Productivity. Teams need to deliver features and updates efficiently. Efficient processes, reusable components, and automation, like continuous integration, boost productivity, customer satisfaction. Ultimately, software exists to meet user needs. Engaging stakeholders, gathering feedback, and delivering on requirements ensure customers remain happy with the end product. Software engineering relies on several core principles. Requirements first: gather and analyze what stakeholders really need, functionality, performance, and constraints, before writing any code. Design before coding. High-level design defines architecture, modules, and interfaces. A clear design reduces errors and unexpected rework later. Iterative development. Rather than one big release at the end, we build small, workable increments, get feedback, and revise. This lowers risk and adapts to changing needs. Testing throughout. Unit tests, integration tests, system tests. Testing shouldn't be an afterthought. The earlier bugs are found, the cheaper they are to fix. Documentation and communication. Developers, testers, project managers, and stakeholders must all stay on the same page. Clear, updated documentation prevents misunderstandings. Reuse and modularity. Whenever possible, leverage existing libraries and design software in modular components. This cuts down development time. and makes maintenance easier. Central to software engineering is the Software Development Life Cycle, or SDLC. This structured approach breaks development into distinct phases: requirements engineering, elicit, analyze, and document what the system must do. Activities include interviews, use case modeling, and prioritization, design, translate requirements into a blueprint, architectural design, module definitions, data flow diagrams, and interface specifications, implementation. Developers write code following style guidelines and design patterns. Version control and code reviews are essential. Testing verification, systematically test each module, unit testing, combine modules, integration testing, and the complete system testing to ensure it meets requirements. Deployment maintenance, after validation, the software is released to users. Maintenance includes bug fixes, performance optimizations, and adding new features. Note that modern processes are often iterative. Feedback from testing may loop back to design or even requirements if changes are necessary. Over the decades, several SDLC models have emerged. Let's compare three widely used approaches. 1. Waterfall model, requirements, design, implementation, testing, deployment. Pros: clear milestones, simple to understand, well suited for projects with fixed requirements. Cons: hard to accommodate changes once a phase is completed, late discovery of issues, long delivery cycles. 2. Agile model, short development cycles called sprints, usually 2 to 4 weeks. Each sprint includes planning, design, coding, testing, and review. Pros: flexible to requirement changes, continuous feedback, faster delivery of usable features. Cons: requires disciplined teams and strong stakeholder involvement, can lead to scope creep if not managed carefully. 3. Spiral model, for each cycle: 1. Planning, 2. Risk analysis, 3. Engineering, design, coding, 4. Evaluation. The process spirals outward until final release. Pros: emphasizes risk assessment, good for large, high-risk projects. Cons: can be costly and complex to manage, requires expertise in risk analysis. Choosing the right model depends on project size, complexity, stakeholder requirements, and risk tolerance. A successful software project relies on a variety of specialized roles and collaborative teamwork. Let's briefly overview each. Project manager coordinates the project scope, schedule, budget, and resources. They act as the central point of communication among stakeholders and the development team. Business analyst requirements engineer engages with customers or end users to elicit, document, and validate requirements. They ensure that technical teams build exactly what stakeholders need. Software architect designer crafts the system's high-level structure. They choose appropriate technologies, define modules, and set design patterns to satisfy non-functional requirements like performance and scalability. Software developer programmer transforms design specifications into working code. Developers follow coding standards, write unit tests, and collaborate through code reviews. Tester QA engineer creates test plans, test cases, and automated test suites. They catch defects early, verify that features work as intended, and ensure software quality before deployment. Maintenance engineer DevOps after release. These engineers handle deployment pipelines, continuous integration, continuous deployment, CI/CD, monitoring, and future updates. They ensure smooth operation in production environments. The ACM and IEEE jointly publish a software engineering code of ethics. Its 8 principles guide professional conduct, public interest, put the public's safety, health, and welfare first, client and employer, serve clients and employers with honesty and fidelity, product, ensure software meets the highest professional standards, judgment, maintain integrity and independence in professional judgment, management, promote an ethical approach in management and mentor junior colleagues, profession, advance the integrity and reputation of the profession. Colleagues, be fair and supportive to colleagues. Self, participate in lifelong learning to maintain competence. As software engineers, we are entrusted with responsibilities that can affect millions of people, so ethical conduct is paramount.